The response to me buying this car and bringing it all the way from New Zealand has been immense. I'm absolutely staggered. The video only went live a few hours ago. So many lovely comments. I'm glad this means so much to all of you, as it kind of does to me. It's been a massive adventure. Also a massive adventure was getting this car here when Betty went global. She was shipped from Auckland, came into Southampton. Sounds nice and easy. It was anything but I documented the story all along the way. So while I'm beautifying Betty, I've already given her a wash and buffed up this headlamp. Here's the story of how it all unfolded. There are certain legends on the Hubnut fleet. Foxanne is one of them, Tuck the Invercar definitely, Ellie the 2CV, Myrtle the AU Matiz. There are some other cars I like very much, the GSA, the pair of wrecks up at the back, this little Daihatsu Charade. But there's one car which is very special to me, and that car is one I drove all the way around New Zealand. Yes, it is Betty, the 2001 Ford Fairmont AU. And I'm recording this video now. This isn't for release now. It is currently the 24th of November 2020. All the lockdown stuff going on, of course. But I've been having some very interesting emails. It all began when a Hubnutter got in touch with me to say, if you want cars importing, that's what I do, that's what our business does, we'd be more than happy to try and help you out. I was like, okay. And I thought of Betty instantly. But then I was thinking, but you know, surely I could get a better AU, because Betty's done a fair few miles and even more kilometers. But it had to be Betty, really. So I sent an email to Tony, who I sold Betty to in January of this year, and as it happens, he was looking to move Betty on and was struggling with how to go about that. It can be quite difficult selling a famous car at times. I mean, he's already had someone nick a number plate off it, seemingly, which is a bit strange. And so he was overjoyed when I got in touch. So at the moment, he's got her in for the WOF, the warrant of fitness, the equivalent of our MOT. She failed on that, on a rear seat belt and a bit of structural damage to the floor. I'm not sure if that happened on my watch or not. We did have some mighty adventures going places cars probably shouldn't. The Forgotten World Highway, hooning round a field, and various beaches, some of which I got stuck on. So yeah, there's potential that I caused this damage, so that's going to get sorted out. It's going to cost about £800 to get through the warrant of fitness, I believe, or $1,200. Annoyingly, the exchange rate has weakened dramatically because of various situations going on in the world. Yeah, I'm going to end up paying more for Betty than I did first time around, that's for sure. But there you go, that's the money markets for you. But yeah, it looks like it's going to happen. It's not confirmed yet, but all the discussions are in place. I'm waiting for a quote on the shipping. I'm due a tax rebate in January because of the change of business. You know, there was more profit when I was doing the magazine editing and Hubnut, and that stopped. So I ended up paying quite a big tax bill for that year. And you pay a lump in advance for the next year, but the next year was not so profitable because it was pure Hubnut. And so I'm due a tax rebate, and I thought rather than stashing it away, it might be a better idea to just blow it on something completely stupid. And I think shipping a car 11,000 miles around the world counts as that. So yeah, it's all very, very vague at the moment. I don't know when it's going to happen. Hopefully over the winter sometime. And I'm going to bring Betty to the UK. I'm unbelievably excited about this. It will mean Rita the Rover is going to have to go, but yeah, I am so excited. I could, you know, there are Falcons and Fairmonts for sale in the UK. I could even buy one here, but cars are about emotion, and I have such attachment to that car. We went through so much together, and she looked after me so well. You know, there's barely a moment of problem on our drive, and we covered some 8,000 kilometers together. That's 5,000 miles. So yeah, I'm really, really excited, and I just wanted to share that with you. This will be going into a video of how she got, or how she came back to the UK. So I will be keeping everything very tight under wraps. until it actually happens. I'll do a surprise reveal video is the plan, and then this is the story of how she got here. So there you go, just got to wait now. Well, we're about a week or so further on, maybe a bit longer than that, and I'm pleased to report that Betty has a waff. There she is. That's Betty in New Zealand, looking splendid. I think Tony has done a grand job of keeping her in check. She has needed a fair amount of work. There was some welding needed underneath. Some impact from a stone or rock had caused some issues, and rust was creeping in, so that's ended up being a fairly sizable bill, and I just thought the right thing to do was actually sort of go halves on that bill, because I want this car to be right. So she's now legal in New Zealand. I've spoken to the shipping company to get that booked, and now it's just a case of waiting, and in a couple of months time Betty the Ford Fairmont will be in the UK, hopefully. So that's going to take us through to February. So I've been making this video a while, but I thought you'd be interested to see the actual mechanics of this. So I've got to work out a way of paying Tony for the car. He's got to do me a sales invoice, which is all part of the customs declaration when the car comes in, and yeah, getting the shipping arranged. So I'm very grateful to my tax return for largely paying for this. And also all of those of you who bought calendars. It all helps contribute to the Betty Fund, so it's very, very exciting. But yeah, I'm here in Coventry in a Premier Inn at the moment. Rita the Rover, to be displaced by Betty the Fairmont, is over there in the car park. Had an alternator failure last night, so ended up getting recovered here. But I'm off to drive a Citroen Ami today, the electric car, so that should be fun. And yeah, I had a lovely breakfast of smoothie, croissant and strawberries, and I feel ready for the day. But yeah, getting more and more excited about the fact that Betty is coming to the UK. Well, that's very exciting. I'm just using my laptop to make a bank payment to Tony back there in New Zealand. Hopefully this will work. I am paying £2,025.60. It's a rubbish exchange rate through my bank, but I couldn't find an easier way of doing it. So £1 is getting me 1.84 New Zealand dollars. The actual exchange rate is more like 1.9, so it's there or thereabouts. I'm sort of going halves on the cost of getting this car through its WAF, because I'm hoping that means it'll sail straight through a UK MOT once I've fitted a fog light to it. And yeah, now we've just got to arrange the shipping. That is in progress. I've spoken to the shipping agent. I think I'm waiting for the shipping agent to make contact with Tony in Auckland to try and arrange to get it over there. But yeah, it's Christmas Eve. I'm wearing my Christmas top, and very excited. I've just bought a car in New Zealand. A car I've already bought in New Zealand once. Yeah, interesting times. It's cost a lot more this time around, and we've still got to get it back to the UK, which I think is probably going to cost about another £2,000. This will not be a cheap car, but the shop has done well. I've got a tax return, so might as well spend it. I'm very excited. It's the 30th of December, and what has been a truly remarkable year. At the beginning of this year, I was driving a Ford Fairmont around New Zealand. We went down to the very bottom, and my mate Graham did some gorgeous artwork which showed you how far Aberystwyth was from that point. And Aberystwyth is where I am now. And it's a rather decaying grandeur. There's some parts they've tried to renew, and amusingly, what I'm standing under at the moment is that's the bandstand. And when it was renovated, they put this tent up outside the front of it, and the locals now call it Madonna. But really, my excitement is in place today because the ferry has been booked, and it's kind of more shipping, I suppose, but it is sort of a ferry. It's a ro-ro ferry. So Tony is going to take Betty down to the docks in Auckland on the 17th of February 2021, and by the 6th of February Betty should be at Southampton in England, right down the bottom. Still quite a long way from here, but I'm planning to head there and collect her and take her for an MOT to see what she fails on. Hopefully nothing other than the fog light, but I think that's going to be the easiest way. Book her in, see if there's anything else she fails on, and then my mate Richard is going to try and sort out any work that's needed. So it's very exciting, really. I can't really believe it's happening, and that I will be able to bring Betty the Ford Fairmont to Aberystwyth one day. It's exciting. Slightly worried about how long it's going to take to sort the paperwork out. The DVLA, who look after that sort of stuff, they've been running with quite a backlog. Some people have been really struggling to get stuff registered, but nonetheless it's very exciting, I think. And yeah, I can't wait. It's quite fitting, but I happen to be in Aberystwyth today. Miss Hubnut is doing the shopping, and I thought I'd help by going down the seafront and just having a mooch about on the beach, because why wouldn't you? Look, there's one brave soul out there swimming in the sea. I don't fancy that. I'm not going to be having a dip. It is freezing, but that's where we are. Betty is almost on her way. The payment has gone through. I've paid £2,016 this time. I think I only paid £800 for her first time around, but she's got a replacement headliner. I believe all the windows work. She's had some work done for her warrant and fitness over there, so I'm hoping that'll be all right. I'm expecting shipping to be about the same again, so it's not my cheapest car purchase. In fact, it's the most expensive one for a very long time, but I think you'll agree it'll be worth it. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is getting very exciting now. As you can see in this main clip, that's Betty's last drive. That's Rangitoto Island, which amusingly I discovered a memory of me standing in front of fairly recently. But look, that was her last drive. Here's Tony, a photo kindly taken by his wife Diane, of Betty at Auckland Port. So this is starting to get very, very real. I sold Tony Betty in January 2020. In January 2021, the deal is being reversed, albeit there is about 11,000 miles between the two of us. But this is beginning, and it's getting very serious now. If I flick to this screen, the Hoig Tracer is the ship that Betty is going to be on. And as you can see, it's just approaching Auckland down here. So it's been to Brisbane in Queensland in Australia, and is now picking a load of cars up at Auckland, and is then going to Japan, which is kind of the opposite of what you'd expect. I would expect it to bring cars from Japan to New Zealand, but maybe it's full of cars, and some have gone to Japan, and more of them are going to New Zealand, because New Zealand loves the Japanese imports. They're worthless in Japan. They're right-hand drive. Haven't even got fog light worries in New Zealand. No motor industry to protect, so they get a lot of Japanese imports. They make a lot of sense. They're very affordable. So you can just see on here, there is Rangitoto Island, and it's a volcanic island, which is why it looks so classically volcano-ish or volcanic. And yeah, almost there. So here's the ship coming in 4 minutes ago. This is real time, people. And here on 15th of January, although we're probably into the 16th on the other side of the world in New Zealand, and it's due to reach there and dock fairly soon. It will then be changing over. But it's amazing what you can do with these websites. So somewhere on here I can find out more info about the ship. And here we go. If I scroll down, you'll be able to see the Hoig Tracer. I hope I'm getting that right. It's yeah, it's your Norwegian. We can see that it's already been to Melbourne, so it's worked its way up Australia. It's popped into Brisbane. Now it's heading for Auckland, and yeah, there she is. So Betty will be going on that ship, and will be whisked off to Japan. We know not yet what's going to happen after Japan. I'm awaiting information from the company handling the freight for me, and yeah, we'll see what happens next. So still not sure when she's going to arrive in the UK, but getting more excited by the minute. Well, there we go. Betty is on the move. The Hoig Tracer beginning its long slug up to Japan, where it's due to arrive on the 28th of January. Kobe, I believe it's going to, although it looks like the code for Hiroshima or Hiroshima, a city with much history and the home of Mazda. But yeah, we'll wait to see what happens next. Let's have a quick bit of Betty news. She left Auckland here and sailed all the way up here to Japan. That is where a 7.7 magnitude earthquake took place today. Thankfully, Betty passed through there about a week ago and went up to Japan. And she went around Japan a bit and will be coming to Europe hopefully in the course of the next month. Now expecting her to arrive in early April. In Betty news, Betty is still on the way. It's currently mid-February. It's the 17th of February today, and she's currently in Singapore. Somewhere else I want to go. This is Miss Hubnut trying to manoeuvre and avoid this big hole in Shemi the Charade, and she has done so. Keep going, keep going, keep going. That's perfect. Keep going. Straight back. This is all an education. It's always the manoeuvring that's the most tricky part. And it has to be said, the Charade isn't all that forgiving when it comes to reversing. It does only have the one reverse light, but this is good. Nice to do some filming on the outside for a change. Ooh, interesting times. It is the 3rd of March. We're getting closer now. Hopefully you can see that. It's not very good at focusing this camera, but that is the Hoig Tracer just about to enter the Suez Canal. So the Suez Canal, maybe I can make this bigger. Can I make this bigger? No, I can just zoom in on it. Let's get rid of that. But yeah, the Suez Canal cuts through Egypt, so you end up the other side. Have to go through a bitter lake apparently. So yeah, the canal is cutting through here. So she's come up here, through there, and we'll now take the canal to bring her out here. So here we've got Greece, Italy, etc. And then she can come around and we can hopefully see her. She will come around here to come around to the UK, which is, there it is. And we're in Wales just here. She'll be coming into Southampton just here. Well, this is exciting. There is Betty on the Hoig Tracer, and that's Athens. So she is heading to Greece today. It is the 5th of March. This is feeling very exciting now. Oh, look at this for exciting. That is Betty on the Hoig Tracer. England, Wales. So that's Southampton, but she's not going to Southampton. She's currently on her way to Amsterdam, Netherlands AMS. So off to see the Dutch Hubnutters perhaps before she comes back to Southampton. Well, this is getting weird now. Having been to Amsterdam and Zeebrugge, Betty is now aboard this ship in Newcastle on the River Tyne up there. So there we go. She's having a tour of the UK before she's actually landed in the UK. 1 week until Betty arrives, and oddly she's over in Sweden, in Gothenburg. That's unexpected. Well, I'm very glad that Betty has made it to Europe, because that is the ship that is currently blocking the Suez Canal, through which Betty passed just the other week. Well, this is it, people. We are on our way to Southampton to meet Betty, and very exciting in times indeed. I am starting to tingle with anticipation. I'm also slightly worried. Has she survived the journey okay? Is everything fine? All the paperwork's been done. We have our clearance. So tomorrow morning we will be going and picking her up. And it doesn't feel entirely real. I'm not sure I'll believe it until I actually see her in the metal and we can take her away. Are you going to do dramatic scenes through a fence? Betty! yeah, I might have to go running across the car park. We'll see what I come up with. Interesting little tidbit. Apparently the Hoik Tracer that she came in on this morning, docked about 8:30 this morning, has parked up pretty much where the Titanic parked up before it set sail for America. So I wish the Hoik Tracer more luck than that ship enjoyed. Today is the day. We are just waking up. My voice is still very much in early morning mode, but very nice Airbnb. Stayed in, had an enjoyable time in the hot tub last night. It was nice, wasn't it?
Yes, but saying enjoyable, they'd probably get the wrong idea.
Yeah, okay, not that enjoyable. I mean, it's nice, don't get me wrong, but I thought I'd share, you know, just take you on a tour of the place. I particularly like the extractor fan in the bathroom, which goes into the next room, and there's no window. I mean, you could open the door, but yeah. But look, we got tea making facilities, little fridge. It's all splendid. But now we need to head off to Southways Automotive. My friend Kitch is going to help with the next stage of Betty's legality here in the UK. Well, look at this. Absolute beauty. Yes, it's a Mark II Golf. That is very nice to see. We are currently aboard a Citroen C6, which is proving rather pleasant, as we head to Southampton to meet Betty after her long trip. How's life in the back there?
Very nice, very spacious. I mean, obviously most cars are spacious to me, but
This one more so than others.
really spacious.
Yeah. So here we go, wafting away. Oh, bang.
Oh, yeah, it does that.
Yeah. Did I mention he paid £750 for this C6? But it mostly works.
Betty.
There she is.
Oh,
This
God,
is
Betty.
our first. It's Betty. She's got a yellow sticker on. Does that help us? Does that tell us anything? Does that tell us how to find the car? Lovely Land Cruiser here as well. Oh my God, Betty, you're here. Hello, old girl. Oh, your headliner is knackered again. Oh, that's just a sticker about. We don't know how to get this car. Oh, you need a wash, dear. Well, there is the sea heading out into the Solent. There's a Mercedes 190 SL here, which is very pleasant. Unfortunately, what isn't here is the release to get Betty out. They're saying their computer says no, so we can't actually get Betty out at the moment, which is mildly infuriating. Would like to quite go on with our day. My mate Kitch is kindly sort of donating his time effectively to transport me around, and here we are stuck, can't go anywhere. So slightly infuriating. We're so close to Betty's first drive on UK soil, apart from getting from the ferry to where she is now. We have the paperwork, we have the keys, so let's go. Well, unfortunately the headliner has gone saggy again. You remember I fitted this down near Wellington with Gareth, was it? The name begins with G. Anyway, thank you for your help, but we did get it out of a taxi. It has died completely. I wonder if the heat and humidity of the journey has just killed the glue. But the key thing is she actually going to start? Come on, Betty. Oh, I haven't done this since January 2020. We have ignition lights. Come on, Betty. No! She's dead. Right, we came to Halfords to get some jump leads. Halfords is closed, so that's helpful. So we're going to go and see if Wilco's got any jump leads. I blooming hope so. Today is rapidly going off the rails completely. Come on, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, says up to 2 litres. Let's keep our fingers crossed, eh? Let's get this show back on the road. Hooray! great success was had.
You have power.
I have power, although it says for up to 2 litres, so it could be exciting.
What, 4 litre one side and 2.7 the other?
Yay!
They've only got to work once.
We have some bits of string. We don't think this is going to last long, so hopefully it'll work. Oh, that looks more positive already. Is it going to work though? Come on, Betty. Yes! Betty lives!
See, and there's us laughing at those leaves, right? They didn't even swing.
No. That's not even warm.
Good leaves.
Yeah. Thank you, Wilco, for my £11 lead. Air conditioning is kicking in. Oh, there we go. Brilliant. Are you having fun? By the way, which one do you want?
That one.
Oh, cute little Daihatsu. Winning.
Fabulous.
It is. Right, we're going to stop filming before we get told off. So, Miss Hubnut, you have met Betty. What are you making of this experience so far?
Well, you know, I judge things by the footwell, and I could definitely get a picnic hamper or a cake down there.
Mm.
So yes, she needs a little bit of TLC.
This feels so weird. I'm driving Betty in England.
Yeah.
Remembering right-hand indicators.
But the sad thing is that you're going to be parted again.
Yes, Betty is not staying for long term. Well, she is, but she's got to stay down here to be made legal for here.
She bloody is staying for long term, by the way.
Yeah, definitely long
This has
term.
been.
This has cost a fortune. Just got to wave my paper at the man. Super, thank you. And with that, we are good.
Can
We
go
are free.
back for the Daihatsu?
No.
No. Aw.
So Betty is obviously still registered for the road in New Zealand, which is not where we are now. I have her insured on the chassis number with Haggerty. Big shout out to Haggerty, thank you very much for doing that. Not all companies are willing to do that. And I can legally drive to an MOT, which she needs to enable me to register the car. So the government website says you can drive your car to take whatever tests are necessary, so that's what we're doing. So our first run, here we go, we're out onto the public roads in Betty the Fairmont. Oh, that's what store chaos. This is going to take some getting used to, but yeah, the headliner, I think the headliner must have suffered in the heat and humidity of Singapore, things like that. So yeah, she's a bit of a mess, bless her. Oh, this feels a lot more comfortable than the Primera, doesn't it?
Yeah.
In total, buying Betty and shipping her to the UK has cost £4,300, which is the most I've spent on a car in a long time. Spent £3,500 on Giselle, the GSA. Oh, the brakes feel terrible.
And also sleep deprivation. He hasn't slept because there'd been a hold up with the customs.
I can't shut the window.
Well, if you open your door, you can apparently.
Yeah, oh dear.
Oh, I can't open or close mine.
Yeah, the window switches are not very good. They can be a problem. Oh, there we go. Because the air conditioning is working. I paid good money to have the air conditioning fixed.
Okay, I'm glad you paid good money to have the air conditioning fixed.
Oh, I've missed that noise.
Oh dear.
Well, yeah, it was worth my time. I thought I'm getting the aircon fixed for what, a few months? And now it's turning
No, it's
into
for
long
you
run
to
now.
have forever.
And Black Hitch has been so relaxed about the whole day.
He's been fantastic.
Yeah.
He's been absolutely fantastic.
So yeah, Safeways Automotive, do check them out. Specialise in TVRs, but not just TVRs. Tiger Super Cat kit cars and other things as well.
And we've got to ride in the C6. So
Yeah.
that's good.
Oh, we're not getting the luck here, are we? Look,
No.
he's
all the
through the
lights.
light and we're stopped again. All of the lights.
Do, 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 do.
Yeah, less of that. Yeah, look at that. That is a beautiful car.
It's the glory of the C6.
Yeah.
What a beautiful car.
But is it as beautiful as the Ford Fairmont AU?
They're very different.
Yes.
I mean, the C6 is French elegance.
Oh, is that transmission whine?
Betty's just elusive.
Oh, what a car. It's such a lovely driving position. The seat is quite high up. Primera, you always feel like you're getting down into the Primera.
Those seats are awful in the Primera. Oh, my bottom is decidedly sore.
Yeah, these are soft and velourish. Oh, there we go. That's looking better already. All I'm using is some cutting compound in a pad on a cordless drill, and we've got rid of much of the cataract damage. I'll keep going because it's still a little yellow, but a vast improvement. But yeah, that's the story so far with Betty. We got her to Southampton. The next bit ended up taking far longer than we expected. You can see that in the next video. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget you can buy Betty merchandise. I have a horrible feeling we'll have sold out, but we will be getting more Betty shirts in, and to celebrate this momentous car and the fact it's here in Wales. So yeah, thank you ever so much for your support. I look forward to seeing you in a future video. Farewell. Professional as ever.